What's the deal, YouTube? Man, I'm back with another reaction video. Man, today we got Adam and Bricc baby on Luce, I don't know, Luke Cannon. Wild accusations against Big U. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I read some of this or I seen it. I think they was talking about Big U set up Nipsey or something. I don't know, bro. It's some crazy shit, bro. We finna get into it though. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Man, we on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all see the sub count, bro. Yeah. Let's get into the video. Yeah.
I did a Christopher Lovejoy interview last week at the store. And I knew going into it that he was going to have some words for Big U, right? And so we talked about it on the interview, but it was realistically only like 5 minutes worth of the conversation. Was like him throwing some shots at Big U. And it was pretty basic shit. It was like, you know, him basically saying that Big U got this job with the city or whatever, or he got a phone that
public record.
Yeah, everybody knows about this, where he's like, you know, communicating with the city about gang stuff, and it's basically like him kind of helping to.
What type of phone is it?
They said it was a BlackBerry.
It's a BlackBerry. Okay.
I don't know, but either way, it's like. That was really like the only main thing that Christopher Lovejoy said about Big U, whatever.
Would you believe me would you believe me if I told you I've never seen Big U with a BlackBerry? And would you believe it yourself? Because I know you've seen him a couple of times. Have you ever? A BlackBerry is very distinct.
Oh, if I saw someone with a BlackBerry, I'm probably not going to forget. Listen, I'm not saying that that's true.
No.
I'm just saying that's what he said.
I just was saying, all right, go ahead.
And I've heard other people say that too, so I kind of assumed that was true. Whatever.
If you see a BlackBerry, you going to be like, damn, you still got a BlackBerry?
But so whatever. I did that interview, and then a couple of days later, somebody hits me up, and they say, hey, I'm trying to get my boy Luce Cannon on your podcast. And one of the things that they said about it was,
damn, that nigga name is Luce Cannon. My bad.
You can talk about his issues with Big U. And I searched his name on YouTube real quick. I seen a couple of clips of him talking about Big U, and I responded to the person who was saying it, and I said, listen, he seems dope and shit, but I'm not really trying to like fully throw gas on the flames right now because I just did the 600 interview, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to get at Big U by interviewing anybody who's got something negative to say about him, especially given that like very few people have had negative shit to say about him over the years, right?
Yeah. Wait, 600 who? Breezy?
No.
Christopher Lovejoy, Crimac old manager.
Oh, bro.
That dude that I had the conversation
that just walked out when we walked in.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll be feeling.
I mean, he was a cool nigga to me. I don't know.
He cool.
I don't know, cause
but you see, but that's what I had that talk.
That's what you were saying. You can't really fuck with him on that type of vibe. But he from 602.
Yeah.
Oh, so I mean that's like intermediate.
But I couldn't show no internal in front of y'all.
I mean,
I had to my homie.
I didn't know that's. I didn't know that's what he was going in there to do.
Yeah,
that's why you say you can't fuck with him because I didn't know that.
It wasn't like a Big U related interview. It was like that was one thing he talked about.
But he got to popping that shit and put money on the table.
Yeah,
right?
That is true. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part because he's saying like Big U challenged him to a boxing match, so he's like, boom, here's the money. I'll
that's
do it.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
You don't challenge no. Let me tell you about a.
He said Big U came up with the idea. I don't know.
OG homies or OG niggas. You don't challenge no OG nigga to no. My daddy used to say when he was 50 years old, my daddy say, nigga, I'm half 100. I ain't finna play with no young niggas or play with no niggas. You think you finna whip on me? Cool. You young, you ready, I'm gonna put you down. The niggas ain't playing. I'm not saying this what Big U saying to cuz. But nigga ain't finna, ain't no old nigga finna trade. Like even when people say I was beefing with Trady. Trady ain't finna play with me. That's like me saying me and Trady finna get in. Yeah. Trady not finna get in with me. Yeah. He finna be like, and Trady, and he still worked out. But he know me. At one point I was this young nigga. At one point he know the truth about. I'm really one of them because cuz from Insane for real.
But like a 20-year-old beefing with a 50-year-old.
They ain't finna play come in no ring and play with you unless he Mike Tyson. Yeah, that's it.
That's like his son.
He put you to sleep, nigga. Not cuz I don't know about that situation. I'm saying if I was an old nigga, young nigga popping, I'll put you up. I'll put you up. On baby. Right now, I'll put you up there. So imagine I'm 50. I'm really not finna play. So he not finna play with cuz.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's like your son coming to you saying some crazy shit like,
yeah, like nigga.
So you bigger
even my son ain't finna come play with me like that.
You see what Marvin Gaye daddy did?
Yeah, I brought you in.
And I take you out this way. I'm not promoting that, but it's like you respect your
ain't no
elders
older
for a
nigga finna
reason.
play with you. 50 and plus ain't finna play with you. 45 plus. The homies, my older homies who like, nigga, I'm 39. They finna kill you, fam. They ain't,
Dead homies.
they ain't not finna catch no fade with you. Why?
39's too old.
Yeah, they ain't finna lose no teeth.
36 is too.
36 and up on babies.
You're 36?
Yeah, you should not be out here trying to fight people, fam. Our shit ain't built the same after that age. I mean, I ain't that age yet, but I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
I know, come on.
So then I turned the interview down. I said, like, I might be down at some point, but let's just space it out because I don't want to be doing the 600 interview and then this other interview right side by side, which is obviously what ended up happening. But so
the person that called you, let's get into that. Let's start there. Was it just a random?
it's a guy I know, but it's not like a gang member or nothing. It's just like a
Okay. Oh no, because I
doing
thought,
content.
I thought the guy that he came with was the one that reached out with you. But go ahead.
Okay, so we do the 600 thing. Then Whack hits me up a couple days later, says, hey, when we do the podcast in a couple days, I'm going to bring the dude Luce Cannon. I'm like, this is our podcast together. If you want to do it, cool. And I'm thinking that if he's going to say anything about Big U, it's probably going to be like the shit that 600 said,
shit.
which is like not really the craziest shit ever, right?
Yeah, like
so I'm like, whatever, let's have him on. And he's bringing his girl too, and they on the TV, whatever. So I'm like, all right,
more
cool.
popular than him.
I was watching y'all. I'm like, cuz Wack was playing with Cuz and his girl. You might not never get to play with me and my girl like
At the same time, man.
Cuz like, yeah, but I heard he was good with her. Like, he's fucking up his whole relationship.
But he's saying Black China gave better head than her. Tell us who gave better head. Like, that's Whack though. Like he's always
so
trying
cold.
to.
If you looking at
Apparently
his
they
face,
got
he
that
like
kind of
this. He like,
relationship. They got a cool relationship where they
Every
could joke
time.
around about that. Cool, but a lot of people left that comment of like, why was Whack acting that crazy to him?
Nah, it's that
you can't play with my bitch.
that
dude,
boy.
with me.
That boy ain't got no brain of himself. He's a peanut. He's Wax
Is he
minion.
new? His daddy was his daddy was from over there.
Nah, his daddy was a snitch.
I'm saying, but his daddy was from over there.
His daddy from the IE, and you know what I'm saying. He got selected because he was a groupie hanging out around that motherfucker. Like, come on, we gonna take the IE nigga, man. City. You know what I mean? But we go there. Yeah, Luce Cannon daddy just snitched on Lil Fee.
Damn.
Ooh.
Lil,
He sound like me 2 weeks ago.
You remember
He sound like me 3 weeks ago. What'd you say?
Yeah, man.
Who's Lil
When
Fee?
they said I was too drunk.
Let's fill in the blanks. Who's that?
Listen, Lil Fee is my big hubby that's on death row. He known
Say it without
mostly
saying
because
it.
of the Tookie situation. Everybody knows about the case. Everybody in LA knows about
I gotta do my Googles.
the LA Rams player, whatever the case is. That
Okay.
happened. He's innocent. Hopefully he comes home. So I'm gonna just go there. You know what I'm saying? All right. So he's known. Everybody knows him because he's been on death row for years. He's kind of one of the main dudes in the penitentiary when it comes to having reputable names. Him and Tookie had an altercation where Tookie wrote about it in his book where he stabbed him, and Tookie didn't want to go get any revenge because he felt like if he ever hurt a Crip, it's like committing suicide on the gang. You know, Tookie really stood for whatever. But that's where But Luce Cannon dad told on him.
Okay, we can do our Googles on that.
Luce Cannon daddy is the nigga who told on him.
Yeah.
That's what you saying.
Most famous snitch.
Most famous snitch. That's what
Most
you
famous
saying.
snitch.
I'm not look. Once again, because I be saying it. When the nigga say it, I'm saying it. But I'm not saying it. I don't know who Cud Daddy is. But just looking at even how Cud was talking, a lot of shit that he was saying doesn't sound legitimate. And we could always hold court. You know, I hold court with the Crips.
I treated Luce Cannon the same way that I'm treating you right now,
Yeah, I
where
don't know,
he's got
I think that nigga was low key capping.
explosive ass shit to say, and it's like the same way you're talking about his dad being a cinch, whatever. It's like, if I don't know, but I invited you on
you
this
can't
podcast,
talk. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you say it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to
These
like
are
defend
facts.
it, but what
That's
can I
your
really
job.
say?
These are
You know?
facts.
Yeah.
These are facts. And
It's
first
your
and foremost, you can defend it, but then it's like he was up. His whole play is like, where did you come from? Who put you on? Why are you even talking 60 business on this show?
Let me speed run the controversial things that he said on that episode.
Do that.
The speed run version. He said some of the same snitch type shit that fucking 600 was trying to get across. He told a very dramatic story about the death of Nipsey Hussle that I'm sure we're going to get into. And then I felt like the other main thing that was very controversial from our perspective, there was also some shit about Shaq's ex-wife or some shit that I'm not even like, I don't know who the fuck these people are, so I can't really dig into that. But I did notice that somebody
she'll fuck with the Crips.
Somebody cut a fucking Instagram reel of that shit that got like 5 million views right now, so apparently that is a very important clip that I totally did not know was an important clip.
She's basketball wives.
I fuck with Shaq though.
I know very little about the basketball wives universe, whatever. Yeah. But then and the final thing that was shocking, and I have not spoken to Ralphie about this, but he had some claims about Ralphie and when Draco died, whatever. It's like that was even, to me,
I was there.
That hits closer to home because it's more like those are people that I'm like real good friends with and shit versus like the Big U thing. I know Big U and shit, but it's like I can't really.
But do you know, did he ever get into, because I seen that part, but I kind of was already over him after I didn't get to the end of it. Did he ever tell why he was mad?
At Ralphie?
Yeah.
Not.
Was it over the Draco thing only? Because he's like a similar thing with Draco. Isn't that how he got into it?
If there's more shit about why he wanted to air Ralphie out, he didn't really get into it. He just basically like called Ralphie out and just like said what he had to say about it.
He got a song with Draco that we didn't let come out.
Well, it is out. It's on her YouTube channel, but that shit, that's a weird one.
But it's not on Spotify. It's been snatched. The estate doesn't agree with it.
Okay.
We don't know where you came from.
Definitely not the best Draco song or video or verse or whatever. I could understand why his family would not necessarily want that to be. But I mean, he probably paid for it before he died, right?
Probably got paid for it.
He paid for what he paid for. Now you got to get it clear. You should have dropped it then. Now the prices are different. Everything's a little bit different. You held on to that music, so now for the clearance, you're gonna have to do something else. You are non-business savvy when it came to that. You came with that chip and handed it to him. We don't know what happened.
Right.
We don't know if he did pay for it or not. But what I'm saying is, I don't think the estate fucks with mystery people.
Right.
When the estate calls around and like, hey, who is he? Like, drop the song, It's like, we gonna pull it back off of that.
So that came out, and obviously like you're the closest link that I have to Big U for the most part that I talk to on a regular basis. And a big part of what he was talking about reflects directly on Eric, aka Shitty Cuz, basically weaving a whole web of this crazy ass story where Big U was, aware of what was going to happen in Nipsey beforehand. And we had a conversation about it yesterday that within like 5 minutes, you really kind of drew attention to the fact that this is kind of outlandish, right? Because
super outlandish.
Why would Big U, who obviously is at the top of the fucking pyramid, why would he even necessarily be in communication with
Eric,
your little homie about making something like that happen? It seems very unlikely. But he was talking about it as if this was fact. Like he didn't.
I can almost guarantee you 100%. That's a lot, and I don't even really like digging into. But since it's just so, and it sounds so terrible, I gotta speak for you. I gotta speak on this, and this is just that he's never met Eric a day in his life.
Right.
A day in his life. When he came home, he might have been around Eric maybe when it's 100, 200 people outside, maybe. You get what I'm saying? Like a regular introduction to that's never happened before.
Right.
Ever in life. Second of all, Eric never fought Nipsey Hussle. There was never a fight. Why does the world just now hearing this 3 years later? So nobody, not even Cowboy's gonna say it. And you know, like, that's a person that I don't even like. But now we're going off of facts of somebody that was with him for the last 2 weeks. I don't even have nothing bad to say about Cowboy right now because I'm speaking about this, right? Not you haven't heard this story from Cowboy. You never heard the story from any person that was around Nipsey that has been taking interviews. You get what I'm saying? It's never been in any paperwork. You think that with all the telling that was going on, that wouldn't be a part of a motive to a killing? Then you say the guy's 5'5". Luce Cannon, you've never met this guy in your life. This dude's 6 feet. They got him at 5'10". Just go ahead and look him up. You said he's 5'5" and scrawny, and Nip beat him up and all of this shit. Like, either way it goes, I feel like that he's getting stories from everybody because the only short guy named Shitty that ever fought Nipsey was me. And it definitely wasn't a week prior. I was in jail.
You fought Nipsey in what year?
This was 2014.
Oh, shit, okay.
2014.
Many years before he passed.
We were friends. Friends catch fades time to time, and I never go in detail about that fight. You'll never find out who won, who lost, what happened, blow for blow. Like, I hate that it happened, and now you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I never even had a fight with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit weighs heavy on me, and then it weighs heavier on me when people talk about this situation, and you're bringing up a situation that's so close to home to me. This dude with my name and all that, you don't know what type of problems. Like, that just stirs the pot one more time. Like,
one thing that's all bad is in the hood, motherfuckers, I can listen to him tell the story, right? Or tell a story about how he fought Nipsey. And it's niggas in the set who really would take that story like it's them. Now I don't like Nipsey because the way you talked about him or he talked about him. Yeah. And I really think that about him now. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to find a reason to. It's a lot of niggas who want to find reasons to say certain niggas, even us. Yeah. Like, I fought a nigga from 20s before. And it's a nigga like, yeah, cuz when I got down, now all the niggas over there thinking that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then I got real cool. I got cousins and all that over there who know the truth. Yeah. Who knows that'll never go down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's niggas who live with that story in their head, like him. I'm gonna be real with you. Me just looking at the nigga, I've been in there with 60s, Hoovers, nigga 20s, 80s, nigga fucking long all the blood gangs in the world. Long live Coop 5. Shout out my nigga Coop from 6 That's who died a long time ago. I'm really in there thugging a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But niggas who will live about a story, like even with you, Adam, is people who ain't met you, but think you this and think you that because they heard what somebody said about you. Somebody might have said you gay for real. Yeah, like nigga, and he be doing this. I seen him doing this. And now they telling the story like they seen you did that. Right. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, champ?
Yeah. So that was wild, you know, because I'm kind of sitting there and hearing these accusations. And the other thing that was like a detail that he said that I believe deserves to be questioned publicly is like he was describing the surveillance tapes of what actually happened with Nipsey. We all seen that shit.
And everybody he lied. He said been a long time. To the alley, and then he came
Nobody
back.
went to the alley and came back.
There wasn't any like back, and then like it seemed like he like was on the phone or doing whatever. And, and I'm not calling him a liar or nothing, but I'm just saying that like I wish in that moment that I had been more prepared to be able to be like, well, how does that make sense?
Yeah, like
who told her to
Street Gang TV has
Who told her to say that?
Full documentary of the last 20 minutes of Nipsey's life. Shout out Street Gang. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it shows without any camera being glitched, any of that shit, it shows everything that happened, bro. The man never ran to the alley, came back. Oh, that wasn't good enough? Like, what?
So what do you think the motivation might have been for Luce Cannon to come out and have stories like this?
Well, he just goofy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
dead
who sits here and tells a story like you sat around somebody with some guns that had 20 guns and watched them write every serial number down in the name, and you sat there the whole time? Like, I would have seen that shit happen one time. Though? Yeah, and why would you say it on a platform?
And that was another reason it was kind of shocking, is because it's like, damn, if that's true,
like,
holy shit, you're putting everything out there on Front Street.
Yeah, like, and it's not, but it's like, nigga, you talk about he wrote down the serial number and he probably turned that shit in. Why the fuck didn't you get the fuck? So you was just sitting around that police ass shit? Like, if that shit happened, like, come on, make some sense out of it, nigga. You see somebody write down some serial number, I would have walked out the house, found out where them niggas was at, and say, throw them motherfuckers in the gutter, bro. This nigga just wrote down the serial number to your shit with your name on there, bro.
I might not never watch no nigga write down the serial number.
Never.
Oh shit! I'm giving you this motherfucker right back. Look, champ, and I don't want no problems with you
at all.
Look, so why would you do that? Why would you come on here and say that? You get what I'm saying?
Why would you admit to extorting Rick Ross?
He don't know why. Let me tell you what.
That story felt like it had some holes in it too, because it was just kind of like, why the $50K to spare Meek Mill's life type shit?
So
I'm like, what?
I guess he alleged. Like, it's just so weird. Like, this nigga's so goofy for doing that. This is the most police shit. Like, if it was true, like, you're trying to expose somebody for being a rat while you're telling everything you know about this person in rat form. And you got Whack hyping you up, like, the whole time.
Whack
that ain't what you said, nephew. Tell him like Adam, you told me.
Why you sitting there at Whack like this? He looking at the camera when he say something?
Yeah,
I'm like, he's so bullshit.
So what?
You see it in Whack face, Whack love it. He like it. He glad you said that.
Yeah. So what was said about Meek Mill? What was said about Meek Mill was that Meek my homeboy. You already know you my man. You can go check. I got a vlog from 2016 that's going crazy. But he said that they had Meek Mill surrounded at the club and told Rick Ross that we'd let him live if he dropped off 50 ball. The 50 ball got there.
That story alone, I'm like, so you're telling me all I got to do is tell Rick Ross we going to kill Meek Mill unless you give us 50K, and he's just going to have 50K sent to us? Like, that doesn't sound like how that normally works. If Meek Mill's in the strip club, Meek Mill's in the strip club with like 10 security guards at all times, right? Not to mention whoever else ready to do something for him.
People, you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
I'm saying Rick Ross ain't even call him and check
if you in somebody else's city, it could be that night. It could be 30, 40 Crips outside. Security don't mean nothing.
I mean, you saw when Meek Mill got into it with 6ix9ine, they both had fucking off-duty police officer security with them. If you're as famous as Meek Mill, I get it. Yeah, of course. You need all kinds of shit. You got to be moving militant as fuck.
I don't see Meek going for it. That's my dog. And I know that he got a relationship with a couple cool LA dudes that I like. And that, you know what I'm saying?
So where he be straight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say it like, because he's not even one of them niggas that you could approach with all that. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, he actually is a stand-up individual. He stand on his 10. I don't know about his gangster career. I'm not here for that. But I know him, that he's a man. As a man, he's a man.
Shit, that's the end of this shit, man. This shit was long as hell, man. I ain't gonna cap. But what the fuck? Shit, that's the end of this shit. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, though. On the road to 1K, nigga, we finna hit it. Shit. We gone, no cap.